Hey, happy day. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Are you or your business on the ropes? On the ropes is, of course, an idiom from the 1800s, comes from the boxing sport, the sport of boxing, when a boxer was being boom, pounded and trounced to the point of almost collapsing. He would often grab the ropes for support. He'd hang on to the ropes that surround the ring in order for him to not fall down, to prevent him from that final collapse, or so he could regain his strength and continue the fight, or have his manager throw in the towel so he could end the fight and maybe live to fight another day, right? Maybe he needed to just recover, regain his energy, and come back at it with another fighter, another time, another situation, more training, more preparation, whatever the individual situation. And this idiom was, originally applied to boxers, but soon it spread to any person or situation or business that found itself in a really difficult spot or that was nearly ruined. Now, a lot of us are feeling like we're nearly ruined, or our business is going to be ruined because we're shut down for the COVID-19 virus. And even those of us that are running businesses and running like we've never have before to keep up, feel stressed and pressured, and that our business could possibly be ruined by too much demand placed on it, too many people relying on us, and we just don't have the infrastructure and the systems in place to handle that increased volume and demand that's being expected of us. So we can be on the ropes in a really positive way because we've got too much business, or we can be on the ropes because our business is shut down right now, or we've lost our job and our source of income. So my question for you is, if you're feeling like you're on the ropes in either of those scenarios, what are you doing about it? Are you hanging on to the ropes for dear life, just trying to regain your strength and your energy on your own to get your breath so that you can continue the fight for your business or for your life or for your situation? Or are you thinking about throwing in the towel? Now is a time of massive transition for many of us. Many millions of people will be making transitions during this phase, right? I think that most of us have come to terms with, I like to think most of us have come to terms with, the world isn't going to go back to the way it was before. But I'm really concerned that a lot of people have not had that realization or that aha moment yet. They're still waiting for the world to unfold and us to just go back to normal and the way things were. And I might be the bearer of bad news, but I'm saying, if you're thinking that the world is going to go back to the way it was before, newsflash, rude awakening, it is not. Much as we like, and much as I don't know what it's going to look like, and no one does, I know that we are forever changed as a world, as a nation, as a people, as business owners, as leaders, as human beings. We are forever changed by the situation and the dilemma that we're all going through simultaneously, right? In one way, shape, or form, this virus, this situation, this pandemic has touched every single one of our lives. Sometimes in a positive way, sometimes in a way that's painful right now, but it has touched every one of us. Therefore, none of us will ever be the same again. The world will never be the same again, or it won't be the way it was. It'll be different, and I am one for rooting for massive improvement in the way the world was, the way we treat one another as human beings, and the way we run our businesses. If this has shown me personally anything as a business owner, it's that we need to expect the unexpected. And I don't think anyone could have been actually prepared for this from an emergency action plan preparation standpoint, because I've done a lot of emergency action plans, and pandemic was never on the list of things we should consider. Tornadoes, depending on where you live, tornadoes, hurricanes, acts of nature, acts of God, tsunamis in some areas. But pandemic, that didn't even hit the list of things that we needed to be prepared for. So it's a new experience for all of us. And whether our businesses are on the ropes or they're running like crazy and gangbusters, all of us are going through massive transformation and change. So this, I guess, is my warning. If you're not doing anything, if you're not preparing for what your business needs to look like and what you need to do so it can reopen, because things are starting to reopen, right? If you haven't been preparing for that, you need to start right now. You need to figure out what your next step is. You need to figure out number one, what do you want your business or your career or your life to look like going forward? This has been a great opportunity to reset our priorities and really understand on an individual basis and for our businesses, what is important? What is the most important thing? What are our priorities? What are my priorities as the leader of my business? And somehow, even if my employees aren't with me right now, I can be communicating that to them. I can be communicating how much I am concerned about and how much I'm looking forward to, if I cannot do anything right now, which most of us can, how much I'm looking forward to doing business with my customers in the future, and that, you know, touch base if I can help them in any way. At a minimum, we should be doing that and communicating with the people that we can. And I can hear people saying, I can't, I don't have a list, I don't know how to communicate with my people. Go on social media as your business and start looking for them, right? It's not that hard. But we can do something, we can figure it out. And if we don't know what to do, ask for help. There are so many people, so many resources that are freed up and available now to help you do whatever it is that you want to do for your business. Now is a great time to be if you're shut down, planning and mapping out your strategy for moving forward and creating what it is that you want to create based on your newly evaluated priorities and what's important to you. So if you're on the ropes or feeling like you're on the ropes and you really don't know what to do, if your business is growing and swamped, or if you're shut down and you're feeling frozen and not like you know what to do, please, if you have no one else to call or no one else to ask me. And if I don't know, I can think of something for absolutely every business. I can't think of a business yet that someone's approached me with that I haven't been able to help them figure out the next step or what they need to be doing right now to prepare for whatever their situation is, both individuals and businesses. So ask me, ask someone else, but don't stay frozen in place. Don't stay hanging onto those ropes until the bell rings or whatever, and until you're out of the fight. Stay in the fight, stay in the game. I like to call it a game more than a fight. Life is a game, it's not a fight. Feels like a fight sometimes, but mostly it's a game. So that's it. That's our idiom for today. Go out, have an absolutely awesome day. And again, if I can help you anyway, please, please, please ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where did it come from? And how might you be able to apply it to your life and your situation right now, today? Take care.